Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yes, I know there's a lot of conversation going on this live stream. So I want to share my own opinion on this. So as you all know, Pro recently did a 2.3 live stream and most people were expecting a lot of good rewards. But what it turned out to be was quite disappointed for all the fans and players. This is because most of the player expected at least one free 5 star that they will be given during the 2.3 anniversary, but we did not get any of it. Also, the 12 banners that they implemented, as you can see here, they are releasing a 12 banners that is going to be in 2.3 first phase and 2.3 second phase. So as you know, free to play players are always scarce with asteroids. But with the release of this banner, it makes even more harder for free to play players. See, this is the one I mentioned for the free to play players to get these characters. For example, if you want to pull for Carlotta, you might miss on her because another problem with this banner is they did not do it as a 50-50, as a 100% pull, but a 50-50 pull. So that means if you lost to any of these, you will have to do it another time to get the guaranteed. But even in this phase, we are getting Zani and Chakona, so most people are targeting that characters too. So if they are releasing this as a 50-50, that means free to play players can't really get whatever characters they are going to release in this banner. Of course, in business point of term, they release this because they want to earn more money from new players. But if you think properly as a free to play players, this is extremely hard. As you can see the roster here, you got Jinzi, you got Carlotta and Brandt. These three are very important characters. Of course, Changli is good too. But I think for me personally, I will need to pull for her and him. But yeah, guess I have to skip for now also because Zani is coming and I have to pull for her too. Other than that, there will be another phase, which the phase one, let me check. So for phase one, it's, yeah. So for the phase one, it's Jian, Yinlin, Zezi, Zhang Liao, and Phoebe. From this banner, I already have one, two, three of them. I'm just missing Yinlin and Zezi, but Zezi is one of the one that I'm really targeting too because for Jinxie, she's one of the good character too. But yeah, this is another character that I have to skip to. But it's okay. I have Phoebe, so I don't have to pull for her. That's a good thing. But the signature weapon, I had a plan to get it. So maybe if we are early with our Zani pulls, then we might get her signature too. Because her signature significantly buff Zani's damage too. Let's see how the pulls goes. Next thing I want to talk about is the amount of pulls they are giving. I really don't understand why they are not giving any weapon pools, which is the main concern for me to be honest. Of course, they are giving you few 10 pools, but if you look properly, there is no weapon pools. It's kind of weird because you know weapon pools are also important in this game since you only some characters really works well with their signature weapons. But if they don't give you the signature weapon pools, how are we gonna get the weapon pools weapons for the characters? I think the reason they did not give any weapon pools is because it's a guaranteed banner. So they don't want to players to get the thing actually I think. They want us to spend more. But I don't understand the way the game is going currently. From a very good point in 2.0, they already get their feedbacks from the players. It got a very good improvement. And with just this 2.3 stream, the game's achievement, all the things that they have done, has gone significantly lower. Many Chinese players from China is currently very, very angry with the live stream, and already in Bilibili there's around 350k comments. So if any of you want to know more on what is happening on the Bilibili channel, you can check there. It's a very big backlash. So Kuro might or might not be change the rewards, or maybe they can increase the rewards for the players. But one thing to know is that if you compare this, of course, comparison is the killer of the joy, they say. But if you compare this with SSR, Onkai Star Rail's anniversary, they're giving you free two characters. And it's also Yuan Mei, which is quite good. So why not Kuro do that too? Like, they gave Jiang Liao for free, which is one of the greatest free to play characters. I don't think so. Like giving maybe two or three choices of characters that we can choose as a selector won't hurt them much in the business point of view. But that is personally my own opinion. I'm not sure about you guys. But yeah. Next is we see the number of pools. Actually, I already know what's the total number of pools. So for the total number of pools, we are getting around 110, including the normal dailies, astrides from the TOA, Whimpering Waves, and also from the events, we are getting about 130 to 135, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's quite less if you compare, because even in normal pools, normal resets or normal patches, we get that same amount. But this is your anniversary, which is your first anniversary, so you have to give a correct or the best impressions to your followers or your players. But what they did was it focused heavily on their way of promoting business. As you can see, even the skin is also a pay to play thing, and that's quite bad for the economy of the game. That's why most players are not happy with the live stream, because the way they are going, it's more seem to be more on money rather than the appreciation towards the players. Yes, this is what makes this game has gone a bit low in terms of reviews and also the players' comments. So this what made the backlash, a lot of things that caused them to go over what was expected. Of course, I know people cannot have high expectation, but yeah, like come on, like you can give a lot of better rewards, to be honest. Another thing I want to speak about is they like to edge us a lot. Like when I was watching this live stream, it was like, okay, there's a surprise waiting for you. And then it's a pay to thing play things. And then there's a surprise waiting for you. Again, it's a pay to play thing like skins. Again and again, they are like edging us. But the thing is, nothing is like worth it to be watching for or expecting for from what they are edging us, to be honest. Like every time they are posting it, they're showing it, it's like something related to money matters. Like you have to pay and then you can get. Of course, they have free skin for your wings. But yeah, that's why I'm not sure like why they did this way of live streaming. Of course, some Kuro players will be defending Okto. Of course, as a business point of view, that they have to make money. Also, like, come on, bro, they're making 15 million to 30 million per month. Like, I don't think so. Giving few pools or maybe few characters as a free will make them lose much in business. But I think if they do that, more players will come to play this game actually, because you have to attract players when you are doing anniversary, not hinders them from playing this game. Of course, they are giving a lot of benefit for the new players, but do you think the new players will stay for a longer period of time, or the older players that have been working and who have been playing this game since the launch, that have been stayed loyal to this game? Which one is much better? You have to make sure your older players out that stays, rather than focusing on newer players. Newer players might play for the anniversary, then they may leave. So that's not really the point of playing this game, to be honest. You have to satisfy both your veteran players and also your older players, your newer players. I understand that for newer players, there's a lot of good things coming for you guys. So yeah, if any of you want to start, this is the best time to start your game. start to play Foodring Waves, there's a ads. Yeah, this ads is a big problem. Yeah. Okay. Another thing is they are giving extra 300 extra ads. This is another login bonus rather than the normal one we always get. So to wrap up the session, I think personally, in my opinion, the rewards could have been better in terms of maybe some few five stars, maybe standard characters too. It's not gonna break the game, to be honest. And then the banners was quite bad in my opinion. Like they could have gone the 100% red up banner so that at least player can get the character for free. Not for free. It's like you still have to spend, but the first time around is guaranteed, so you don't have to lose the 50-50. That's the only mistake they did, I think. But other than that, there are tons of events. They are bringing like 2.3. You have Elusive Realm, the Cubes event, and then they also did a lot of quality of life changes, such as boss resets, so you don't have to wait for them to respawn, and then your main set selectors and few other more. So yes, they are the pros and they are the cons too. But in my opinion, could have been better. But yeah, these stats, I'm not sure how they get this, but maybe one of the fun part that I watched this was Verena. She was like healing about, I think, 2 trillion, maybe. I'm not sure. There's a lot of healers that's been healed by. There's a lot of players healed by Verena, to be honest. So I think that's all that I want to share for today. Of course, it might be mild from my part, but I was still, as a content creator, I feel that could have been better for the anniversary. So thanks for watching, guys. I will meet you in another video. Bye.